And so I'm all excited. I show up, play like absolute garbage, and then I just hate disc golf.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
If you're a regular on the channel, you know that my videos are kind of all over the place. I don't have much structure to the channel, I guess you could say. But today we're starting a new series. And now, I don't have a name for this series yet. So if you have any ideas, comment down below and we'll try and pick a good one, I guess. Basically what it's gonna be is I had someone comment that how I practice is I just play player A versus player B. I play versus myself because the guy said in his area, he doesn't have many people of like the same skill level as him. So in order to get good practice, he basically plays against himself. So today for this first one, basically what I'm gonna be doing is playing 9 holes out here at Rose Park. I'm gonna be playing player A, backhand, player B, forehand. So some of you guys might be thinking, kind of weird that I'm starting like a competitive series on the channel. My channel is not much about like the competitive side of disc golf, I guess. It's more just having fun out on the course. But in today's video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I kind of want that to change. And by change, I don't mean like completely. I'm still gonna be making the same videos I always make, still doing the same shit I always do. But if you've watched any of my recent videos, you've probably heard me talk about how I feel like I've gotten way worse at disc golf since starting this channel because my main focus is on the content and not actually playing. Player A, first throw, we're going with the finish line pace. Love it. Little deep maybe, probably inside circle though. Star Firebird. Oh shit, that might go in the water. Did not warm up the throws today. Obviously warmed up the putts today, so hopefully those continue to go in. Obviously playing against yourself isn't necessarily like competition, but I think what it really can do is force you to try and make good shots, and you want to beat yourself. You want to have a better shot one after another. If player A misses, you want player B to make it. And it kind of adds some sort of pressure. I don't know if you can necessarily call it like a true series because it's literally just going to be me at different courses playing against myself. And I don't know if for me this can ever actually translate to like full tournament pressure, but it's as close as you're going to get. Okay guys, so this hole, the few times I've played this course so far, it's like basically death putt either side, and it's just not a, it's an easy hole to start out with the birdogey. I'll just leave it at that. There it is. Finish line pace, absolute money. So I guess what I want this to do for me is at least teach myself new tournament or like serious playing style. I want to force myself to play in a way that I could replicate in a tournament, which for me is not much different off the tees because I've always been a very aggressive player off the tee. It's actually more obviously with the putting, but instead of being like a scared putter, it actually is just being aggressive, and not being aggressive as in like putting stupid putts that are clearly like horrible death roll away, like you're gonna bogey if you miss, like not playing stupid, but like playing confident. I want to follow through on every putt, no matter what's behind the basket. Because a lot of times one of my biggest issues is just like not following through over the cage. Like you've seen it plenty of times, and never even giving the putter a chance. And what I've done recently is follow through to the band and at least give the putter a chance, and they've just been going in. The one thing I do like about this course is they do have like treacherous greens, which I think for what I'm trying to do today is, you know, focus on my putting, obviously. I like a course like this because it's not just like, oh, hit some flat, you know, 25, 30 footers. It's actually a challenge. Finish line pace, once again. Love that. I might go in. Oh, that is parked. We're going ultra. Let her get a little high. We're putting though. So I'm hoping that this style of video like forces me to focus a little bit more on every shot that I'm throwing while I'm out filming, because like I've said in a lot of recent videos, I have not been doing that. I just get up, I throw, I'm worried about like the content or the talking topic of the day, and I'm not actually playing disc golf. Got a nice little jumper here. Oh, I sailed it. Not great. I'm trying to decide like where the range is that I want to start jump putting, because that was like right outside the circle. I don't really think I need to jump putt that, because all it does is adds more into the equation of possibly missing, I guess, where I don't need that extra power from the jump. And I kind of think a standstill, just full follow through, is probably my better option. Rod, what are you doing? Tap in the pace for bird. So not that I necessarily feel like added pressure in this round to like make those putts. Obviously I want to make them, but I like the fact that it makes me finish out the hole. A lot of my content is not necessarily based on the actual round of disc golf. It takes place during a round of disc golf. It's a disc review. The Buzz Assess battles, I don't even putt. Like a lot of my content, the disc golf is like what's going on the screen, but then like the talking points are what fills in the gap. So it's like I don't have to finish holes. I can throw a bunch of shots. I can go for ace runs, which is fun, but I think is part of the reason why I've gotten worse at disc golf. Hole 3, so now I'm literally, what am I sitting? Player A, 2 down, player B, 1 over. So not great. This hole, I could probably throw the pace once again, but I'm gonna take the P2, try and hit it on a nice little like flip up line. Oh, baby. Wow. It's safe to say my backhand is kind of cracked today. We're gonna take the knot zone, little forehand flick, really try and follow through it. Oh geez, almost died in the fucking hole at the end of the pad. I'd say I followed through more on that, but I still threw it like shit. Kind of annoying because I've been throwing really good forehands lately. I feel like I've just been, maybe I just need to be a fucking athlete. That's honestly what it is. I guess that's kind of part of this series, is like working through the struggles on the course, which is something that you don't do in casual disc golf and you have to do in competitive disc golf. Which I guess brings me to my next topic, me playing in tournaments. That felt so good. I thought that was absolutely perfect. Okay, we made the adjustment. Player 2 on the putt. You guys know what I say about that. I feel like if you can make a player 2 putt, it means you're making the adjustment, which for me, I like. Park. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you've probably maybe picked up on the fact that I have not played a tournament since I started this channel. And I get a question every once in a while of like, Brad, when are the tournament rounds gonna come? When are you gonna play tournaments? Like, and the answer is, until like now, it was kind of like, I have no fucking clue, because I just don't want to. Like, it didn't seem like something that was fun for me. It didn't seem worth my time, and it didn't seem worth the money, that's for sure. But I'll get more into that as we go. Next hole, 354, wide open, guys. Get used to it. I'm gonna take like a slightly different play, I guess. Player A with the backhand. I'm gonna take the FD1 and try and kind of like power down, but disc up, and just put it on like a nice like flex line and have it pan back. And then I'm gonna take the Star Wraith, try and flip it up on the forehand. Love it. Hit my exact shot, missed the line by maybe, I wanted to be 10 feet more right. Yeah. That's what happens when you just be a fucking athlete. Peach. God. So I have not been current on the PDGA in quite some time, maybe since last fall, maybe about a year ago, I would say. As of my last ratings update, I want to say I was 940 rated, and 940 rated basically off the back of like throwing good enough to miss every single fucking birdie putt and like somehow shoot, I guess, mid 900 rated rounds, which isn't good at all in my opinion. Like, I think a 940 rating is like, I think it's trash, to be like completely honest. I fully believe in my abilities of throwing the disc. When I'm on, I believe that I can compete at a very high level. But I would be lying if I said that I've ever played in a tournament like at the skill level that I play during some of my really good like practice rounds. So I guess what I mean by that is I've never played good in a tournament, ever. Ah, come on. There it is. Little more back leg in that one. First miss for player A. So I guess I'll try and answer your question of like, am I gonna play a tournament anytime soon? So as of right now, the answer would probably be no. There is a tournament up at Swords Ranch. If you saw Casey White's vlog from like maybe a month ago out here in Montana, I was just playing a league last night, and then one of the guys at the league that I met, he said there's a tournament out there like at the end of the month, and I think it would be very cool. It would be very fun, but also I kind of want to just like put in the time this off season, and like the rest of this season is basically just the off season for me, and become confident in my game and mainly my putting abilities. So this hole is like the only legit like par 4 out here. The basket is like all the way at the corner of the property, but there's a Mando left of that tree. Wow, player B, I think I got back to even with that birdie. So takes the box, and player A, 3 down still. We're going Star Destroyer, forehand smash. Oh, yeah. Perfect position. That's a beauty. Okay, so I was gonna go Star Wraith on this shot, but I think I'm gonna disc down a little bit, throw my DX Eagle, really try and commit to like a slight turnover, and really just get to that same position I just threw my forehand to. Turn a little more. That DX Eagle is still so stable. You've probably heard me talk about it in a couple videos, but I've been throwing this old like Glow DX Eagle, the white one with the little like bar stamp in the middle. I've smacked a few trees with it to the point where if it was like a modern DX disc, that thing would no longer fly. I smack on this Eagle, not full power, but like full smooth power, and it still hyzers out at the end. So I have a pretty solid track record of like going to tournaments, being super excited, you know, practicing well, doing everything well leading up, and then playing like absolute shit. All right, we're gonna take the pace here. Just try and smooth it down there, slide it up. A little too high, a little too much hyzer. If it sits, I'm fine. That skipped to like 35. And so I'm all excited. I show up, play like absolute fucking garbage, and then I just hate disc golf for like the week after, because I'm like, why have I spent my whole fucking life doing this? I go play these tournaments, play like shit, and then like hate this game. And it got into a place where I just really did not enjoy like that side of disc golf. And so I kind of just like took myself out of it. And although it has been nice to like not worry about that, you know, the tournament side of disc golf, I do miss it. I'm an extremely competitive person, and that's kind of why I had to like take myself out of that side, is because I was too competitive to be playing at the level that I was playing. It pissed me off so fucking much that like you could not believe. Not zone, just a little chipper here. Slider down the hill. The grass. All right, we're getting skips out here. It did rain today. The grass caught that one. Damn, I thought that was perfect. So I've always been a good athlete. I played baseball and football at a pretty like high level, high skill set. And for some reason, the solo aspect of disc golf tournaments, I could never quite channel the same thing I had on the baseball field or the football field and put it into disc golf, specifically the putting green. If I missed that, I would have been so pissed. That was not a great putt, but winning. You know what they say, if you actually somewhat follow through, they should somewhat go in. I think they say that anyway. Another thing that I need to work on, a lot of things I need to work on right now, is like putts where my footing is a little wonky. I need to develop like the leg routine into different stances to get the same release. Damn it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll take a band hit miss dead center over pretty much anything other than a make, obviously, because it means at least I'm following through and not putting like a fucking bitch. Ooh, the forehand got the birdie. Okay, player B, 1 down. Player A, still at 3 down. This hole, this is a tricky one because the right side of the green is like, if you hit it, you're rolling at least probably 50 feet away. So pretty tricky one. You really gotta stick her close and not slide. We're gonna try the proxy pretty much right at it. Come on, sit. Oh yeah, That's money. We're gonna take the knot zone, push it, and try and land it about the same spot. Yeah. Now jump one time and sit. Okay, little shorter than I'd like. So not really sure what I actually like covered there, because I kind of just like went off on a tangent about like my competitive career of disc golf, I guess, talking a little bit about that. So hopefully I answered it. If you have any more questions for that, like leave them down below. Okay, so like right where we're at here, we have like a 40-foot putt, and if I miss, I am taking a bogey unless I bang a putt. But in a tournament, I'd probably lay this up, guys. Not gonna lie, but we're gonna go for it today. Nah, we didn't even give it a good bid. I feel like my putting today has felt good. The releases have, but I've just been slightly off in comparison to like the last few days, which I guess I'm all right with. You know, comes and goes, but I'm feeling good. A little 20-footer here. There we go. Those are the ones I need. All right, let's see where we rolled to. Okay, kind of just right to the bottom. Probably another 40-footer here. But yeah, see, this is kind of what you got if you run that putt at all. Oh, all right. Kind of threw one away, but you know, you got to run the death putts every once in a while. Hole 8, 325, player A. I'm going to take the FD1, just go big hyzer here. I really like the forehand route, so I'm going to take the verdict here and go with that one. Player A with the box sitting at 4 down. I guess I just put myself back to what, even right there. So I think that's really good. Yeah. Okay, that was like not at all what I was trying to do, but I'm like not parked, but at like 20. So anyways, guys, that's a little bit about my like competitive disc golf background, I guess, and maybe my future. I guess the future, I can't remember if I actually made it clear. Next year, guys, next year I want to make a push. I want to play competitively, and I want to try and be like just respectable. I want to play tournaments and like play well. Just be happy with my rounds after the event and like play respectable disc golf at the competitive level. What? That was perfect. All right, talk to you later. Next hole, 295. Once again, it's mainly wide open, but it is like slightly over a hill. You gotta just crest the hill very slow and then stop. Otherwise, you're going a little deep. Or just release full hyzers. See guys, that's what I do every time. Just get over the hill though. That should be sitting pretty. We're gonna go, just because it's wide open, forehand Buzz SS. This isn't a shot that I use much in like actual like competition, unless it's like a get out of trouble type shot. But I feel like I have the skill, so I should try and like trust the shot a little more. Someone said 4. I don't know. Maybe that's why I shouldn't throw it. So if you have any ideas for a name for this series, like Broad v Broad, the player 1 versus player 2, player A versus player B, let me know down below. Also, I feel like this series will get better when I'm playing like actual like 18-hole, more wooded courses and stuff like that. But for now, this is what we got. Little spinner here. Good layup. Pace sitting at 25. Nice. That's a good follow through right there. A little left side, but had the follow through. 5 down to, I think, even. All right, last hole. This is like another long one. What is it? 482. Decently downhill. I think that should be parked. Ah, a little short. Yeah. Oh my God. I love disc golf. Holy shit. 482 downhill, forehand bomb. Yup. All day. He's a nerd. So I can't find my backhand. Hopefully I can find it. This kind of sucks if I lose this. Come on, I cannot lose that disc. That is literally like my favorite fucking Scorpius. Well guys, that's gonna do it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this topic, and let me know if you think this like idea of like the me versus me is a good idea. I think I want to take my disc golf game back up to a level that I feel is actually good, and I think this will be a good way for me to share the journey of getting, I think, good at disc golf again, because it's hard when you play disc golf like almost every day and it's your job, but you feel as though since it's became your job, you've slowly but consistently gotten worse at the game, which like doesn't really make sense. And I know if you're not a creator and you're not putting out a ton of videos, like you might not know like what some of us are talking about when we say like we're focusing on the content, not really focusing on the playing. At least me. I'm not trying to like speak for the other guys out there, but for me, I focus mainly on like the content that I'm making rather than like the actual skill of the disc golf that I'm throwing. I'm not thinking through what I'm doing on the course much of the time. I'm only thinking about the content, which is something that I think is great because I think it makes good content, but it also, I need to find that right balance between like making the good content and covering topics and talking about things that I find entertaining, because that's most important to me, but also finding a balance of like keeping my game at a level that doesn't piss me the fuck off, to be completely honest. But as always guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. These mountains back here. Montana, pretty sick place. Not the best for disc golf unless you want to drive like an hour up into them bitches, but bear with me. More, much more to come on more courses. I lost my Scorpius on that last throw. And the worst part is I know it's literally just like in the grass, super rough, like literally almost inside the circle in front of the basket, but it's like thorns and rough as hell. Like it's one of them ones where it just probably spikes in there, and like unless you step on it, you're not gonna find it. But kind of annoying. First run of the Barsby World Scorps when Innova still made good plastic. Kind of my workhorse. Hopefully I find it. I'll be back out here, but all right, yeah, we'll see ya. Backhand one, by the way.